Hello everybody, Bill Thornton, SoCal Sabre here. And it's time to get this all franchise team tournament started from Replay Baseball. I set it all up. I'll be playing game one today, which features Chicago White Sox and the Houston Astros. I'll show you the breakdown in here in a second. We will be playing with this big trifold again today, so you won't be able to see everything all the time as far as the results, but I'll read them off for you. So let's go down to the field and take a look at things. Okay, here is the tournament layout. It'll be single elimination until we get to the semifinals, which then it'll be best of 5, and then the overall tournament championship will be the best of 7. As you can see, they're listed the AL down the left and the NL down the right. It was all done by random number generator, so nothing in there. You can see Tampa Bay and Arizona got byes in the first round. So we're going to go Chicago at Houston this first time. I decided since it can go all the way, each team has to pick 3 pitchers for the rotation. It'll be a 3-pitcher rotation. We will use the DH in the AL and not the DH in the NL, even though they use it this year in real life, but maybe I'll get to that later. All right. On the mound today for Houston is Nolan Ryan, and he'll be facing the White Sox. Going to get my big trifold up here in the way so I can see it easier. I'll try to get the dice in the game, and if I can, make things. So we're going, for those of you that have never played it before, they'll be rolling 3 dice, red, white, and blue. The red one indicates which column I'll be looking at on each, the pitcher's card and the batter's card. The white will show me how many rows down and how many rows down on the pitcher's card. I will look those numbers up. For example, if it was 5-5, that would be a 5. That would be a 60 in column 2. And this would be a 1, so it would be 61 in column 2 that I would be looking up on the big trifold chart. And there are some other numbers that come into play for stealing and so forth. I play a lot of different games, so I probably will make mistakes. So bear with me when we're going here. All right, here we go. I'm not going to use a tray or anything because that even takes up more room. Well, maybe I can do it this way. This is the ballpark card. Maybe I can put it right here. There we go. At least you can see the dice now, huh? Okay. All right. So we got Nolan Ryan facing Eddie Collins here. We got 50 through a 5-3. We got a 40. And on the pit plus 5. So we got 45 on the 5 chart. We're going to go down here to 45 on the 5 chart, and it's a base on balls, walking right off the bat. Okay, because of his speed, we're going to try to have Collins steal. I go to this D rating. Then I got to use the action chart over here on the D column. So we'll roll get a total of 7. So we're going to go 7 over to the D. SBE might be an error. Stolen base plus possible throwing error in the catcher. Roll against the catcher's error rating. Okay. Catcher for him is 11. That's not, no, it's a 31. Not very good. And it's 42. If it's higher, I'll run his advance. So he's going to get over to the 3rd on a stolen base and an error. I'm not too much of a steal guy, but all right, come on, Bill. I'm not having a hard time getting it here together. Then up Joe Jackson. Then we got another 5, and it's a 6 this time, so it's a 2 and a 5. So we got 7 on the 5 chart. 7 on the 5 chart with the runner on first or the bases full, ball four. Without that, it's another walk. Nolan, first and third, nobody out. Nolan, don't have it. Must be nervous today. Gee, I got this 5 going real good. So much for randomness of dice, huh? Okay, 5, 1 is a 5, and 4 is a 5, so that's 10 on the 5 chart. I'm going to go down here to 10 on the 5 chart, and it's another walk. Now the bases are loaded. They're going to blow it open here in the first inning. Okay, here comes Harold Baines with the bases loaded. I put my dice tower up together now because I'm throwing those 5s. It must be me. Let's get some randomness going here. All right, 3, 6 is 47, and 3 on his chart is 1. So we've got 48 on the 3 chart. Go down here. It says a line drive towards right field versus a right-handed pitcher. And this is a single to right. Runners advance 2 bases. 1 or 2 speed on first, stops at second. That would be Frank Thomas, I believe. And Frank will be stopping at second, but a base hit, 2-run score. And we got only one of them's earned. Okay, and 2 RBIs for Baines. All right, will they ever get an out this inning? Okay, here we go again. Robin Ventura. 3, 2, that's an 11, and then 2 down on the 3s. 1 is 12 on the 3 chart. 12 on the 3 chart is a line out to first and the runners hold. Minnie Minoso. 2, 2's 11. There goes my phone with some news. 11 and 1 is 12 on the 2 column. It's a single to the left. The punter runs 1 base with 2 outs. There's not 2 outs. So everybody's advancing. The bases are loaded again. Nolan can't get out of this inning. Carlton Fisk. Now we're back to the 5. 5, 4 is a 1. And this 1 goes against the first baseman, so we add it to the first baseman. So it's going to be 3 on the 5 chart. Yes, 3 on the 5 chart. And that's going to be a ground ball. Okay, and it's always normal to be playing halfway if it's a double play opportunity. Okay. And halfway, and it says out at second, others advance. So we're going to be getting a fielder's choice. He scores. He's advancing. 2 down. And Luke Appling. 4, 4. 18 and 2 down on this 4 chart is the second baseman. So we're going 18 against, and 2 is 20. 20 on the 4 chart. This is going to be interesting. This is the umpire plays on 20 and 21. So what we're going to be doing is rolling 1d6 here on the umpire, the first base umpire. It's a 2 and it's 20, and he is out of there. So we're going to do 5-3. I can't remember what it was. We'll make it 5-3, but not before they score 3 big runs in the top of the first. Okay. Billy Pierce on the mound for Chicago. Craig Biggio leading off for Houston. All right, here we go. 5-3. I got these 5s going. That's a 10 and over there in the 4 is a 13 on the 5 chart. 13 on the 5 chart is hit by pitch. Boy, both of these pitchers must have some nerves going today. Okay, Jose Altuve, the DH today. 5-3. My goodness, 5 and 2 is 7 on the 5 chart. And, okay, says, does the pitcher have a raised number? No, he does not have a raised number, so it's a walk. Another walk, first and second. Boy, will they get over these nerves? Will I get a little bit more randomness going on here? 3, 4, it's 57, and 1 is, what did I say 57 for? 3, 4, yeah, that's 57, and 1 is 58 on the 3 chart. Okay, this is where we're going to roll for a rare play or another chart. Roll 1 die. And it's a 6, so it's an even. We're going to use the play results above. The pitcher tries to retire the runner of his choice with 2 outs, and there's no 2 outs. Okay, the play's on the batter. Roll 1 die against the pitcher's or the runner's speed. The Cedeno's speed is right here. It's 5. And it's 4. It's going to be lower. He's going to be safe. If he's higher, he's safe. And so he beats out the infield hit to the pitcher, and the bases are loaded. Does this remind you of the top of the first? I'm not liking what this is going so far, but I'm playing it. Bagwell. 6, 2 is 10, and 3 is 1. That's an 11. Okay, so we got on the 11. Here's, I'll show you the charts. Okay, so on the 11, Bagwell's a righty. We're going to be going down here. We're going to be rolling 1 die against this 11 chart. It can be a single or a home run. And it's a 5. It's a grand slam for Jeff Bagwell. Okay, I have already scored as many runs in the first inning as I did in a practice game last night. I am not believing this. All right, Lance Berkman. 3, 32, and 1 is 33 on the 3. These big ones, and that's a line out to center. Hit it hard, but right at the center fielder. Jose Cruz playing left field today. 1, 6 is 45. Boy, these big numbers. And down 4 in his is 2, so it's 47 on the 1 chart. 47 has struck him out. I'll come back to the pitcher if there was a runner on base, I believe. Oh no, if they were playing halfway. They weren't playing halfway, they were playing back because there's nobody on. Okay. And there comes the shortstop, Carlos Correa. 2, 1 is 34, and 6 is 4, so we got 38 on the 2. These are big numbers, holy mackerel. 38 on the 2 is going to be some sort of out. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher, picks it up, throws it over to first, and they finally get him out. Okay, but they scored 4 to take the lead. Will they calm down now? Okay, Nolan Ryan. Fielder Jones is got the start today in center field for the White Sox, and he is up facing Ryan. 1, 6, they're 45. My goodness, I am so disappointed in this showing. And 2, 47. That's going to be a strikeout. Okay, top of the order already. Eddie Collins. 4, 6 is 3, and 1 is the first baseman. Added on to the first baseman is that's 2 is a 5 on the 4 chart, which is going to be a ground out to the first baseman. 3 unassisted. And Joe Jackson. 33, that's 32, and 1 is 33 on the 3 chart. Getting down there, there's a line out the center. That's 3. Much better inning for Nolan that time. Okay, Billy Pierce. Doug Rader leading off the bottom of the second. 64, that's 21, and 1 is 22 on the 6 chart. 22, that's a long single to left. The batter may try for a double. He's not going to try for a double with his speed, with a 3. And Alan Ashby, the catcher. 4-2 is 18. Boy, oh boy. And 4 is the shortstop, so add on to the short. So that's 20 on the 4. We're going to the umpire's chart. First base umpire. 1. He is safe. Another infield hit. I don't remember I didn't have any of those last night. Okay, here's Biggio. First 2 runners on already. Pierce in trouble. Thought they was going to settle down a little bit. 22 is 11. And 3 is 14 on the 2 chart. There's a base hit, and the runners advance 1 base, and the bases are loaded again. This is kind of believe. Don't cut this game down because it is high scoring. Okay, it's randomness of the dice is killing me. Plus, these are all-time franchise guys, so their cards may be, built up compared to a regular season. I have a regular season. I don't remember this high. 1 is 2 is 2, and 1. On the 1 chart, struck him out. Clutch strikeout. Anything 6 or less on the 2 chart, 2 column or the 1 column is a strikeout. There's other strikeouts mixed in other places, but those are the main ones. Okay, we're going 4 again. That's 1 and 1. The first baseman. So it's 5 on the 4 chart. And it's another ground ball of the first baseman. Oh, and how are we playing this one? And after looking it up, it is a ground ball of the first baseman. We're going to mark it 3 unassisted, and the other guys all advance. So we got another Cedeno gets an RBI there. Here's Bagwell. Big grand slam in the first inning. 2 down here, 2 runners left on base. So if they're doing this 4-3, it's 18. And the second baseman. Okay, so it's 19. And that's a ground out at first. And that was a 4-3. Okay, but they got 1 more to go up 5-3. Okay, we're going to the top of the 3rd. I'll be taking you out after 3 like I do with all my games. But what I wanted to do for this inning was show you the fast action cards. It's the first time I had these. I picked them up. I guess maybe they could add some randomness or nothing. They're good quality cards and they got some stuff on them. My only comparison is as they don't eliminate as many charts as other games. But good cards. So we're going to play the 3rd inning with them anyway, so you can see how they play, okay? We're going to flip one over here, and we're going 21-6. So 2 is 43, so we're still going to remain there. And then we're going to go down to 6 on the 2 column for him is a 1, so it's 44 in the 2 chart for Frank Thomas. 44 in the 2 chart, that's a ground ball to the pitcher, 1-3 over the first, 1-3. Okay, Harold Baines, 6-1, 16, and the 5 is 3, that's 19. That's a deep fly to right. And then Robin Ventura. Saves a little space not having to have the dice tower out here. We're going 5-5, which is 20, and 6 on the 5 is 5. So 25 on the 5 chart. 25 on the 5 chart is a walk. And then I gotta check the M chart over here. It says for further action. Okay, so we're gonna need to roll 2 dice. It's 8. Going down the M chart is 8. And it's a wild pitch. We're going to check the wild pitch. If the blue die is higher than the wild pitch rating, his wild pitch rating is 0, so it has to be higher. So it should have been this card here. For the you use the red for a single die one, and so we got another wild pitch. Okay, and that brings up Minnie Minoso. 4-3. It's a 5, and down 3 is the third baseman. Is a 1, so we got 6 on the 4 chart, which is going to be an out. And it's the 3, and it's going to be to the third baseman, 5-3. So Nolan gets out of that one. Billy Pierce back on the mound. Facing Lance Berkman. Okay, 2-6 is a 4, and down to 5 is 4, and so that's 8 on the 2 chart, and that is a foul out to the third baseman. F05. Okay, Jose Cruz. 5-6 is 1, and down to 5 is 4, so that's 4 on the 5 chart. That's going to be an out. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Picks it up, fires it over to first, and there's a 1 or 2 down. Carlos Correa. Okay, 5-2 is 32. 4 is 3, so that's 35 on the 5 chart. Going down that line, 33 to 37, he struck him out. Okay, so he finally gets his first inning out of the way. So I'm going to be taking you out now, so we're going to the top of the 4th. When we come back in a little bit later, I'll use the dice and the cards. Okay, we are back. It's a tie ball game as the White Sox scored 2 in the top of the 4th to tie the game up, just so you can kind of judge. 4th inning was a dice inning, 5th inning was a dice inning, and this was a fac inning. Okay, so we're going to the top of the 7th with Eddie Collins. Got the cards too high. Nolan Ryan's getting close to his 29. He's at 27. So at 29, he has to switch to his B grades unless, he doesn't have to until one more guy gets on base. And then we'll probably be looking at a relief pitcher because the B grades aren't that good. So here's Eddie Collins, the lead off the 7th. 5-1 is a 5. And 5, so that's 10 on the 5 chart, which is not good. That's a base on balls. Nolan with his walks and his wild pitches in this game. Okay, Joe Jackson, who tripled his last time up and drove in a run. 2, 3, 50. Oh, here we go again. So it's 51 on the 2 chart. Oh, that's going to be Ground ball to the pitcher, picks it up, throws it over, but the runner advances. 1 down. Okay, now he's at his 29. So the next batter up, then he has to start using his his fatigue chart. 4-1, 17, and 5 is the shortstop. Nolan's shortstop was 2, so that's 19 on the 4 chart. And let's see, we were not playing halfway. Infield was back. 19. Okay, it's a ground out. It's a short. Timeout. Okay, it was a ground ball. The short goes to first. The runner holds, which is the way it should be. Okay, 2 down. Harold Baines. 6-4. Against the righties, a 8. And the 2 is a 1, so that's a 9 on the 6 chart. And that's a base hit. Who's on for? That's Eddie Collins. I gotta check this out, how to do this, because he says he may score. Yes, Collins' speed is a 5. We're gonna roll 1 die. It has to be a 6 to be out. In other words, he's gonna score and they're gonna take the lead. And when you know it, they threw him out at home. My goodness gracious. Okay, but that runner did get the first, so when he comes back up, Ryan will be done for the game. But now we go to the bottom of the 7th. Billy Pierce on the mound. His is 31, as you can see, so he's not close. This is only 27 here. So we're going to go with Biggio in the bottom of the 7th. That was exciting, throwing that guy out. 3-3, that's a 5, and 1, that's a 6 on the 3 chart. Then that's a short fly out to center. Okay, Altuve. 2-5 is 16, and 2 it's 18 on a 2 chart. And that's a fly out to center. Scoring's kind of calmed down after that first inning, huh? Okay, and Cesar Cedeno with 2 down here. 1-6 is 45, and 3 is 48 on the 1 chart. 48 on the 1 chart is a strikeout. Okay, timeout. I got to get a relief pitcher in here for Ryan. Okay, so Dave Smith is on the mound. I don't use this extra inning thing here, so I use the other one. So his R3 becomes a 5. That's the number of batters he can face before he has to use his B chart. And Robin Ventura leading off the top of the 8th for Chicago. 1-5 is a 4. And 1 is 5, and he strikes Ventura out. Manny Minoso. 4-2. It's an 11, and 1 is the first baseman. And there's a 2, so we got a 13 on the 4 chart. And this is a possible error. And as the first baseman, we're going to be rolling against his error rating. And it's 15. His error rating is 46, so this is 15. And I believe he's going to be out. Yes, sir, he is out. So we're going to go 3 unassisted. And here comes Carlton Fisk. 5-4. That's a 1 and a 1. So that's 2 on the 5 chart. That's a ground ball to first. This time he picks it up, tosses it over to the pitcher, covering, and they are down. Billy Smith is approaching the end. This is 31. Cedeno. Okay, and we're at 30 for him right now. So Cesar Cedeno, oh, he made the last out. I'm sorry. He hit that. And we got Jeff Bagwell at the plate in the bottom of the 8th. 2, 4, it's 55. And 1. All right, so we got 57 on the 2 chart. Okay, he hits a looping ball in the left field, and then we compare the outfielder's defensive rating, which is 5 in left field, versus that 3. And if it was high, if the number is higher, the outfielder makes a nice running catch. So 1 down. Lance Berkman. 2-1. That's 43. I got the big ones going again. 43 and 3. It's 46 on the 2 chart. That's going to be an out. What kind is it? It's a ground ball to short. Picks it up. Throws it over. 2 down. He is at his limit. It's about, he doesn't have to use that the fatigue card line until the guy gets on. 2-1. There's a 42 again. And 3 is 45 on the 2 chart. It's going to be another out. This time it's a ground ball to third. Picks it up. It's a 5-3. Go, Dave. They're going to try to get another inning out of Dave Smith here. He's got 2 more batters before he has to use that chart. Okay, 4-3. It's a 3 and 3. It's the shortstop. Which is that? It's a 5 on the 4 chart, which is going to be an out, and it's a ground ball to third. 5-3. Fielder Jones. 23. That's 50. 51 on the 2 chart. That's another out. This is another ground ball to the pitcher. 1-3. Timeout while I check something. Yeah, I have to check things. As you guys know, I play a lot of different games, sport games, war games, and everything, so I can't remember all this stuff. But I want to check. Okay, we have to use his, we're going to show you his B Collins chart on the bottom, no matter what the dice says. Eddie Collins, top of, what are we doing here? Nobody scored in it. Well, we're in the top of the 9th. Nobody scored in the 8th. We're in the top of the 9th. And Eddie Collins with 2 down. 5-1 is 5, and 1 is the first baseman. Added on is 7, and then on the 5 chart, and he walks him. Oh, I got to use the line again. That's right. 5 and 4 is 9. But that's a ball also. Okay, so he walked him. Okay, we're going to be taking Dave Smith out. Okay, Brad Lidge comes in on the mound, and they're trying to make a decision on this Collins guy. Yeah, they're gonna send him. So we got to go to the D chart because of that D next to his running right there, and we'll roll 2 dice and add them together. 9. What is that? A stolen base or caught stealing. If the blue die, 1, is higher than the catcher's defensive rating, is 3, it is a stolen base. If not, the runner is out caught stealing. Nice throw, because his defense is a 3, and he is out stealing. Billy Pierce, who is looking a little tired right now, facing Carlos Correa here in the bottom of the 9th. 2 is 11, and 1 is 13 on the 2 chart. And that's a base hit to left. That'll be all for Wagner, because we got to use this B card, so we've got to get him out of here. I mean, not Wagner, Pierce. Okay, Hoyt Wilhelm in. He can face 8 batters. Okay, and so the first batter is Doug Radar. He's got a runner on first. Correa. Uh-oh, 6 is an 11, and 6 is 4. That's 15. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a deep home run into the seats. And Doug Rader hits a walk-off two-run shot in the bottom of the ninth for Houston to beat Chicago. That was an exciting finish. Come on, go down there and hit that like button. This is a good game. It helps this channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Leave me some comments. I probably made mistakes. You know me. And let me know what you see, what you think. You like what I showed you of the fast action cards? You like the dice? I don't know. Let me know. Come on. Let me have some feedback on this. So the SoCal Saber saying until you see or hear from me again, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.